Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes. I am out of control and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. So many books, so little time. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. A room without books is like a body without a soul. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. You've got to dance like there's nobody watching, love like you'll never be hurt, sing like there's nobody listening, and live like it's heaven on earth. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. If you want to know what a man's like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals. Don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead, walk beside me. Just be my friend. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Friendship is born at the moment when one man says to another, "What, you too? I thought that no one but myself." A friend is someone who knows all about you and still loves you. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. We accept the love we think we deserve. Without music, life would be a mistake. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I'm saying. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward, and while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius, because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. I believe that everything happens for a reason. People change so that you can learn to let go. Things go wrong so that you appreciate them when they're right. You believe lies so you eventually learn to trust no one but yourself. And sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. The person, be it gentleman or lady, who has not pleasure in a good novel, must be intolerably stupid. It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. Perfection is beauty, madness is genius, and it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. It is better to remain silent at the risk of being thought a fool than to talk and remove all doubt of it. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform or pause and reflect. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. The opposite of art is not ugliness, it's indifference. The opposite of faith is not heresy, it's indifference. And the opposite of life is not death, it's indifference. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. A woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong it is until it's in hot water.